All right, my people, welcome back to Critics News with more updates on as you take the go. Now, when I go remember, say for some time now, now they go front and back because of the tweet when the president of the United States made recently concerning the Christian genocide going on in Nigeria, whereby a lot of churches have been attacked. Even as I speak to you now, several churches have been ransacked in different places. Like in Kogi State, they say that some worshippers have been kidnapped, both pastor, the wife, and some, worshippers. A lot is happening. So, based on the cry and the agreement when Donald Trump now don't finally reach with the Nigerian government, they say that a U.S. pipeline don't fly, go inside Borno State, make it go check something. And in no distant time, we are going to see actions. For those of you will be saying, I don't they wait, I don't they pray, make President Donald Trump, make it come to our aid. finally, don't take the final decision. They say U.S. pipeline, don't go that place, make it go, make it go finalize their satellite images, may they go confirm where these terrorists they hide, begin they carry out their operations. Meanwhile, the video you are seeing here is that of a Mietiala Ogakpatakpata, who is saying that bandits should not be bombed, that the Nigerian government should go and beg them and also reach agreement with them and also make a kind of ministry for bandits, ministry for Boko Haram, ministry for terrorists, where they go, they give them money, just like kind of the money that they gave to Niger Delta militant to stop the bombing of pipelines during those days. So now waiting this man, in fact, I'm going to let you watch the video for yourself and hear what he said. So I beg, don't forget to like, share, and also subscribe and drop a comment. Let's know what you're thinking about these happenings as it they hot so, because it be like say action don't start, so don't go nowhere. Please help me share this video. Everybody needs to be aware of this very development. Now, according to the information we have at hand, they say that a security expert and a tracker and jihadi expert with special focus on Sahel, Brant Philip, has claimed that the United States has begun conducting operations inside Nigeria as part of an agreement with the Nigerian government aimed at tackling escalating terrorism. That's good. So this is what we've been clamoring for. This is what we've been waiting for. So in this very issue, the Nigerian government was not in the plane to tell them where to go and where not to go. So the agreement is that, okay, you will not enter the Nigerian airspace without our permission, right? Yeah, so the US agreed. And then because the National Security Advisor, I think Nuhu Ribadu, met with the White House officials when he visited the US. So I think it's part of the agreement that they had. And also they said that they should also release that man that they sentenced to death for defending himself against Fulani terrorists. Something Jackson. Yeah, so Jackson. Yeah, so it's part of the deal they had with the United States. Well, part of the deals they had. So we are also waiting for that one to manifest. I don't know when it's going to manifest, but let's see how it goes. But first, they have started this reconnaissance activities. Now, in continuation with this update, he stated on Saturday that the United States aircraft carried out an operation in Borno State, noting that the aircraft took off from Accra, Ghana. Confirming my earlier report, a named USISR aircraft was conducting reconnaissance earlier today over Iswap territory in southwestern Lake Chad, Borno State, northeast Nigeria. It originally took off from Accra, Ghana, and is currently on its way back, he wrote on Twitter. Earlier on Thursday, Brandt had stated the U.S. Department of War is already conducting reconnaissance operations in western Nigeria from their base in Ghana without any public permission announced by the Nigerian government, possible agreement being signed behind closed doors. Now, he further added, according to a private source familiar with the military deal between the U.S. and Nigeria, the U.S. will be allowed to conduct UAV airstrikes against terrorist targets inside Nigeria, The scope only include unmanned aircraft, UAVs, not fighter jets or bombers. So I don't know whether UAVs are enough. Donald Trump, please, I don't know whether UAVs are enough. So if you have a fighter jet and bombers, bring them quickly. Because we need to clear off this terrorism that is eating deep in the lives of Nigerians. A lot of people have, been deserted from their ancestral homes. They can no longer go back there. Farmers have been chased away. There is food famine. People are now living in IDP camps over terrorists. I don't know. I don't understand how the country is functioning like this. These things are happening and we are living as if it is normal. So those people in those places where this terrorism is going on, and you people have senators, have House of Reps members, and all the rest of it. So you people should form a vigilante resistance, just like those Niger Delta people. Yes, that is what every community should have it. Yes, monitored by the community, not the one that one criminal will be, using to wreak havoc in this country. No, communities should have their own, protection. First aid. That is what it should be called, first aid. So that when terrorists comes, you guys engage them before we talk about police or army. And this issue of army coming to mop up arms from this thing, it shouldn't be like that. I think we should find alternative. Government, in fact, communities should have a registered, this thing, armory. Yeah, a registered armory that is being controlled by, some trained personnel in those communities who will devote themselves. That is how it's supposed to be, so that we can be able to protect ourselves under the government, not going to own arms by yourself, because government now, they will use it to say, oh, who knows what you are doing with it behind closed doors. So when it is monitored by the community, I'm not sure it's going to be, because those ones in Niger Delta are monitored. The government knows about it, and those people are registered too. Yeah. So according to the information we have at hand here, they say the American counterpart will mainly fill the ISR gaps of the Nigerian army with manned or unmanned aircraft, and will likely still unconfirmed use of a Kainji Air Base in Niger State as a launch pad. On Sunday afternoon, he wrote again that the United States ISR aircraft had returned to spy over Iswap Mantikwa Krinwa. The U.S. Air Force ISR aircraft returned for the third day in a row to spy over Iswap's Mantikwa Krinwa in Borno State on the fringes of Lake Chad, northeast Nigeria. The aircraft is currently circling over the area and took off from Accra, Ghana, as usual, he said. Reacting to his post, former presidential aide Bashir Ahmad condemned the disclosures and accused Brandt of revealing sensitive information to Iswap. Exactly what I wanted to say. Because the U.S. Nigeria government did not publish this information on their official channels. So it is this person now that is giving signal to those terrorists that they should flee. That is exactly what he's doing. So Iswap and all those Boko Haram terrorists now, we have to change locations. So I beg America, Muna, bomb them fast. Don't waste time again. Bomb fast. Stop exposing this vital information to Iswap, please, he wrote on Saturday. Background. Following the designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern by Donald Trump over alleged genocide against Christians, the Nigerian government rejected the label and subsequently sent a delegation to the U.S. In a publication on its website, the United States provided details of the meeting. The statement was issued by the Assistant to the Secretary of War for Public Affairs and Senior Advisor Shin Pamel. On November 20th, Secretary of War Pete Hegseth welcomed a delegation of Nigerian leaders from the Federal Republic of Nigeria, led by the National Security Advisor, Mr. Malam Nuhu Rebadu. I said that earlier, to Pentagon. The statement said both leaders discussed ways to make tangible progress on stopping violence against Christians in Nigeria and combating West African jihadist terrorist groups. Secretary Hegseth emphasized the need for Nigeria to demonstrate commitment and take both urgent and enduring action to stop violence against Christians and conveyed the department's desire to work by, with, and do Nigeria to deter and degrade terrorists that threaten the United States, it added. Now, members of the Nigerian delegation included Mr. Rabiu, Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Bianca Ojukwu, Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, SAN, Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Olufemi Oluyede, Chief of Defense Intelligence, Lieutenant General E.A. Undindeye, Special Advisor to the NSA, Idayat Hassan, Director of Foreign Relations, Onsa Ibrahim Babani, Acting Chief of Defense, Chad the Affairs Embassy of Nigeria, Nuru Biu, and Head of Political and Economic Section Embassy of Nigeria, Paul Alabi. So these are the names of people who went to the US to see Donald Trump, based on the tagging of the country as a nation of particular concern. So even with this delegation, the tag has now been removed. Even the things happening now are far worse than what was happening even before Donald Trump made that very tweet. Now listen to this, what would I call it? Is it Fulani Herdsmen, Oga Mietiala?
As I understand it, there is a very fierce debate in the North now between those who believe that you do not win this kind of problem with only military approach, and those that believe that you can win by talking, by negotiating, by consultation. The debate is still there. It's out there. The jury is still out. But I understand a mixture of the two has been used successfully in quite a number of places already. So maybe in the end, this has to be put together and applied. But I remember very well when there was an amnesty program in the Niger Delta, during those chaotic times, and it has worked perfectly. They were given amnesty. They were sent to school. They came back. They have become integrated in the system, and they are useful products and citizens of Nigeria. That also aspect can be looked at in terms of the North. Most of these bandits have not had the opportunity to go to school, have not had the opportunity to actually enjoy what we ordinarily do in the cities. And it's just for government to probably, while extending hands of friendship, but also making it quite clear that what they are doing is illegal and criminal, and so those that are caught in the process are punished.
All right. So you can see that these people are still looking for a soft landing for these terrorists. Very sad and unfortunate. These are people advocating for these terrorists to, to have pardon. Terrorists shouldn't have pardon at all. They should face bombings. I don't know how we are living comfortably with terrorists in Nigeria and the government is idle and silent. Anyways, kudos to the United States of America for your effort and your reconnaissance. I beg, make on a bomb, use better bomb that will destroy the person both now and forevermore. Yeah, use it. So we'll not go see those people again, because this terrorism is something. I beg, in case you want some money go Nigeria, don't forget to use this LEM5. Download from App Store, Google Play Store. Use my promo code and send money at 0 transfer fees without any issues. I'll see you guys on the next video. Please share.